Sorry, hello. I didn't realize the game was going to be quite so loud. How is that? This is about as loud as the music is ever going to get, which I kind of like that that's how the menu screen is, because it makes it much easier to gauge how the music's going to be later. Turn voice down a little bit too. Also, hello, hello. That was weird. Okay, thought I heard something in my headphones. It's not louder than me, is it? It doesn't look like it is in OBS, but I just want to double check. I like that there's begin new game minus. There's new game plus, so there's new game minus. Not louder than Mike? Good. Is it at an okay level? Do I need to turn it down more? Because I think I can do this at any time in game, but it's gonna be a little while before we get to the in game. Because I'm gonna let all the cutscenes and cinematics play. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna make another attempt to actually enjoy this story. I've tried so many times, and it always fails, but I think it's okay? Okay. This is a game with fantastic gameplay that I remember it might be a bit loud if there's music and fighting sounds. Okay, I'll turn it down a bit more. Let's do... We'll do that. How's that? It's gone down about 10 points, whatever OBS uses for its little bar there. Better? Okay. But yeah, this is a game I very much enjoy the gameplay. The combat is fantastic. I really, really enjoy playing it, but I have never, any of the times that I've played it, been able to actually get into or enjoy the story. Because it's just not very good. It's just not. But, I'm going to try it again, and if I can't enjoy the story, I can at least comment on and explain the parts that I'm not enjoying. Why. So, let's begin. And I'm going to try and stay quiet during cutscenes. Jesus Christ, that was loud. Okay, hang on.
The death of...
Yeah, okay. We're gonna... See, okay. It's not adjusting the audio for the cutscenes. Because you can hear now, this is barely audible. Levels seem okay on stream? Okay, it was just extremely loud for me. We're gonna try that again. Is it actually Star Wars related? No. It has nothing to do with Star Wars, except that people very frequently compare it to Star Wars in terms of how the story is. The story, it's very much like Star Wars in that it's a grand epic saga story with a lot of like political intrigue and stuff. It is very Star Warsy. But it is not actually related to Star Wars in any way. Okay, so I think the cutscenes are going to be a little loud because I don't think their audio is adjusted by the sound settings, so I apologize if things get loud, because this cutscene that comes up has a lot of like fighting and stuff, so it might be pretty loud. A lot of plot story about Trade Federation negotiations. Kind of.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Farewell.
Launch an attack by both land and air, our kingdom will stand little.
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbano with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
Paling still stands.
Shield beyond sight. Their failing light.
Paling's fallen.
It's over.
For my father. For my father!
Lord Rasmus!
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice: Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramenas, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
You there? Can you hear me? It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good.
Shepherd.
Rex, you bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand? Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Bossler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
So, first things first, get used to everyone sounding very breathy and sounding like they're eating their mics, because that's the direction they chose for the voice quality of this game. I have no idea why. They very clearly had the ability to do better. If you listen to Final Fantasy X, which came out years before this, it sounds fine. It was a stylistic choice, as near as I can tell, and a strange one. For a summary of what just happened, the cutscene, basically two empires, Rosaria and Arcadia, are expanding and conquering the world. And there were two kingdoms caught between them. I've already forgotten the name of the other one. But Dalmasca's the important one. We fight for Dalmasca. Why is my joystick not working? Oh, because it's not letting me move. Okay. Arcadia took the first step and began conquering the kingdoms. That's backwards. Oh, no, give me my menu. Okay, I can't fix the thing right now. And basically, the guy and girl that we saw getting married, they're the prince and princess of Dalmasca. He was actually the prince of the other kingdom, I forget the name of it. And it was an arranged marriage, but they were like... It was arranged for political reasons, but then they actually fell in love. That was Princess Ashalia and Prince Rassler. Rassler died trying to defend Nalbina Fortress from the Arcadian Empire. So Ashalia is a grieving widow at this point. And now her father, the king of Dalmasca, has come here to sign a basically treaty of surrender for his kingdom to be absorbed into the Arcadian Empire. But we found out that Arcadia plans to kill him and conquer the kingdom anyway. So we are here to stop that. Also, the guy who was like talking, that's Marquis Ondor, because the people who were in control of the dialogue here don't understand how to pronounce Marquis correctly. So he's Marquis Ondor. And he's a historian as well as a leader of a city. And so we occasionally get interludes from him, which is just him reading out stuff he's written. He also appears in the game as a fairly pivotal character. I like when you can talk to people, they get these little smiley faces above their heads. Give me my menu. I want my menu. Oh god, oh god. I forgot there's a fast forward button. How do I... There we go. Okay. They're playing... This is the Steam version. I have the PlayStation version, but this is the, like, remastered version on Steam where it's everything's exactly the same except it runs slightly more poorly, and you have a few more control options. So it's an officially licensed emulator, basically. Oh, thank God. Okay. Config. Camera x-axis inverted. That's better. Down you go. I think I want to invert the y-axis too. It's really just the x-axis that matters. Okay. I'm gonna invert the... I'm gonna do this until I figure out which way that I prefer it.
Captain?
The combat is not extremely exciting at the beginning, but it gets a lot better. That hurt. Oh, they cast a potion on me. Or they used a potion on me. Fight's almost over anyway. Bosch does a cool move that is never addressed in the story. This is actually something you can make him do in the gameplay, but like it's never brought up that people can just do shit like that.
Hey Lion, this is Sunbury.
Oh my god.
My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
Yep. That was loud. I'm gonna turn the voices down.
You've leave to retire. Well fought. My thanks, Antlion. Tonberry disengaging.
I feel like this game could have used a little bit more audio balancing. Normally I like to have the voices pretty loud so I can hear them over stuff, but and the other voices seemed fine, just that was not. Bosch just out here one-shotting dudes.
Vossler! Where are you?
What if Captain Oculus has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
There were like 4 convenient callings in England in a row, so you guys do some, and once again you got to 95%. Ouch. Also, I take issue with this armor. I'm pretty sure this is why these guys lost. You might have noticed these guys are not wearing a lot. And in the cutscene, the guy who gets shot with the arrow, Prince Rassler, gets shot through the giant gap in his armor on his chest. And there is, in fact, no reason to fight any of these, because you get nothing for fighting them. I mean, you get items, but you don't get to keep them. Armor, yeah. Something he doesn't tell you is touching a crystal breaks your battle chain if you have one. I'll just overwrite this file. I was only 2 hours into it anyway. Yeah, nothing you do in this fortress matters except saving your game. You don't get any XP, you don't get any LP, you don't get any gold, you don't get any items.
Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Fight well.
It doesn't really matter when you're just fighting things like this. It doesn't really matter where you run or whatever. I'm pretty sure I can just run from the rest. If there are, I don't think actually there aren't anymore. This is the end, right? Yeah.
Your Majesty. Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Damaska to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent. Along!
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear Captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
Vaughn.
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside, the Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I, to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
This game is like 90% cutscenes, 10% gameplay. That's the beginning of every Final Fantasy game. They all start very cutscene heavy. There's a lot of setup they have to do for this game for the plot to make even the smallest amount of sense. And now, everyone's favorite character who super belongs in this game and is very relevant to the story the whole way through.
Hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
Since sarcasm, no! Whatever makes you think that? Okay, he still does no steal right from the start. I was also going to point out, if you're like me, you might have noticed that the voice acting on the captain got, like, super bad during that cutscene. It was just, like, really, really low-quality voice acting. That's actually on purpose. That was not him, the actor, having an off day. That was actually on purpose and is relevant to the plot later. Can I? There we go. Also, yeah, that character we were playing, he's dead. We never see him again. Which is why nothing that you do in that fortress matters. Because the character dies. Hang on. Last selection. There we go. Can the FF games be played individually? Oh yeah, they're all individual stories. Technically, some of them take place in the same world, but the stories are all like completely unrelated.
Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now.
Like, this takes place in the same universe as Final Fantasy
That's
Tactics,
enough for today.
but
You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites.
the stories are
Aren't you
separated
running
by
errands
literal
for him?
centuries.
Oops. Totally forgot.
None of the characters are the same. The kingdoms aren't even the same.
You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
If you're interested in playing a Final Fantasy game, I recommend 10 as a good starting point. It's got a fantastic story. The gameplay is very easy to follow. Like, the combat is one of the smoothest and easiest systems to use. Pretty sure you're supposed to peel those before you eat them.
Sir, you haven't paid, and What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Watch where you're going, Churl.
What? My patch? It's gone.
The boy! Get out the way. Oh!
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this? One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Players seem very comfy with this character. BRB to see if I can find more snacks. She seems to be wearing anti-pants. BRB for real. I shall respond when you return. I don't think there's any point in doing anything before going to Miguelo. Because I don't have anything else to give him. Nebradia! That was the name of the other kingdom. Man. I literally watched it 20 minutes ago and I couldn't remember the name. Oh yeah, you can't even go in any of the buildings. Miguelo with a very strange voice choice.
Ah, Vaughn, I was waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble on the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too. I can't leave my shop and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Miguelo really is a good person. Like, I don't understand why he talks like his nose is stuffed and he has terrible allergies. But he's literally doing everything he can to, like, try and employ the orphans. He's literally paying Vaughn to go find someone else he hired to do something. Like, he's basically just doing his best to, like, try and provide for these kids. You know, give them something to do, keep them out of trouble, and give them some, you know, support them while he does it. He gives Penelo a steady job and treats her well because she really seems to like him. He gives Vaughn and Kites odd jobs whenever he can. I like Miguelo.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
A creature spotted in the ester sand. What is that thing?
Ah, Vaughn. Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomage, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the ester sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
That's right. Vaughn, you should give it a shot.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
Tutorial! No, I don't need the tutorial. I know what I'm doing. Huh. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they added that. That's super useful. I'm going to be making use of that. Speed mode, don't care about. That. That. Okay. You have to choose your class, which is not something you had to do in the original game. Everyone just had the same license board. That was all the abilities. For Vaughn, I want him to be a black mage and a monk. Do I start with black mage or do I start with monk? Vaughn always gets steel. I think I want to start him with monk. Make him tough early on. And then equip the Orochia armlet, because you can't give him anything else. Can't remember if that ever raised your other stats or if it was just defense originally. Hello, Tomaj. No, thanks. Let's go to the weapon shop and see if I can buy a pole. Oh, well, not with my money. But you can buy a Noka pole. Okay. Right. Esther Sand. Not Giza Plains. Okay. I have realized I want camera access normal.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Magello. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
I don't understand why he did that. Wouldn't this be official business, what he's doing? I mean, I guess not the hunt, but like, why did he need to like scare the guy? Couldn't he have just said, "Oh, this is official business"? I don't understand why he did that. Welcome back, welcome back. Don't anger the dino. Oh, To answer your earlier question about Blair, you seem very grumpy with this character. I am, because Vaughn is one of the least likable characters in any Final Fantasy game that I've played. He is shitty and stupid. Like, he's a jerk and he's stupid. He's just really stupid. And he has no reason to be here. After the initial, like, first, like, 15% of the game, he literally has no reason to be there. But he just keeps going anyway, and it annoys me. Vaughn. You can see his name in the bottom right. V-A-A-N. I think I realize that pretty much all the snacks at Mission HQ are stale chips, candy, or ice cream. Oof. You need better snacks. Like, apparently Vaughn was added to the game to give audiences, I guess, a character to relate to. I've heard that that's the reason he was added. But, like, he so has nothing to do with the story. And I get the whole, you have a character who's kind of doesn't know things so that people can explain them to him and thus explain them to the audience. But, like, he's also just an idiot. Wow, I can't... My brain just can't handle the up and down no matter how I configure it. He's like really unthinking, and he's rude to a lot of the characters. He's very self-centered. Also, that weapon in his hand is what the game calls a dagger. I feel like it's a little long for a dagger. They also, like, they put no effort into Vaughn or Pinello's, like, characterization or stories. Pinello is the girl with the anti-pants. Their stories are, they're orphans. Vaughn's brother was Rex, who we played in Albina Fortress, so Vaughn hates Bosch. And that's their characters. That's them. That's all the characterization you get. When we first see Pinello, they talk as if there's like some kind of group of orphans that Vaughn is the semi-leader of, which could have been expanded on and been like, you know, some interesting characterization. But beyond that comment, it's just never brought up again. Vaughn is just a kid who's here. On the upside, he and Pinello make all the other characters look so much better. Yeah, I should be clear. Pinello has no reason to be here either. I mainly focus on Vaughn because Pinello at least isn't unpleasant. She's a nice enough person. She doesn't actively annoy me, but she doesn't have a reason to be in the story either. She's only here because Vaughn is. Like, literally, that's her motivation, is Vaughn is doing this, so she's following him.
Yeah.
Oh god, don't aggro the cockatrice. They will kick my butt right now. I have a theory. Well, I had a theory about Vaughn before finding out that they literally inserted him into the game just to be relatable. I had a theory that Vaughn was actually there was someone called the Dynast King who was the one to unite all the human kingdoms in Ivalice under his benevolent and peaceful rule. And I had a theory that Vaughn was a descendant because there are various things in the game that really strongly point towards that, not least of which his very clear resemblance to Princess Ashe, who is known to be one of his descendants. However, they just never address it or bring it up or mention it or anything like it. Just like, oh, the magic stones talk to Vaughn too for some reason? Okay, that happens. Oh, Vaughn looks a lot like Ashe? Okay, that happens. Like, there's so much they could have done with him, and they just didn't. Because they didn't care. Get back here. This plot would have just been so much better if we had just started with Balthier and Fran. Or started with Ashe. Spoilers, she didn't kill herself. One whole gill. High potion's nice. A firefly? Really? I guess if you want to stop burning XP right off the bat. I feel like I'm really zoomed in, because when I play WoW, I zoom out so far from my character. I probably shouldn't bother stealing, but I like the early money. I was gonna look at his license board, but he's only got 16 license points. Thank goodness the dinosaur is friendly. He does occasionally eat the wolves, though. Well, I shouldn't say friendly. Neutral. The dinosaur is neutral. He will not, like, come to our aid in a fight or anything like that. But he won't attack unless provoked. We're kind of clipping through the ground here. I don't think I'm supposed to be. This is not knee-deep sand. I feel like that's not correct. Nah, we're not getting anything from the chain anyway. I want to fight a little bit more. Just to make the next potion I use get full value. I do like this. When an enemy's asleep, when you attack them, it does extra damage. Normally I do about 40 damage a hit, but he was asleep, so I did 63. Any more cactites? Okay. I feel like I can get full value out of the potion. It's a little bit less, but you have 2 chances to steal from this guy. Fun fact. But 90% of the time, you're just going to get a pebble both times. You got a firestone. I think if you get really lucky, you can steal. What is it? Some kind of like fruit from him that the later versions drop, and that's worth like a couple hundred. I never thought about it. That tree is like the ones across the river. Oh, hello. Oh, I guess he does heal. I didn't think he healed. Yep, just got a pebble. Get combo, get wrecked. Rouge tomate. I love, by the way, that it's Tomage who gives you the quest to kill the tomato.
Galvana lilies? Never thought I'd see him growing out here. This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
Vaughn, by the way, taking after the former armies of Dalmasca, in that he wears completely useless armor that covers 0 vital areas. Like, he's wearing metal. He's got, like, leg plates on and armored gloves. And a completely bare chest with a very minimal vest. Boy, that's how people die. Do you know what happened to your prince? I would like to learn how to use poles so that I can equip the oaken pole. I guess I'll kill 2 more things. Well, I don't need it. I can't even buy the better armor anyway. But I do want to get a pole. Hit the save crystal. 400 gold isn't... Oh, wait, no, we have a whole bunch of stuff to sell. Right. Most of your money comes from loot, not from gil that enemies drop.
Stand back there. Bang! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
Now what?
I feel like...
Open the gate!
Like, I feel for these people having their lives interrupted just for a friggin' parade
Wait a
and
second.
ceremony.
How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy.
Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did.
A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch.
Keep your distance. We don't want the chocobos sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Well... that does it.
Oh, a fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock, if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, different soil means different bouquet, too. Take a Dalmascan Barrow's wine, It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these carts through and close this gate as ordered. My mail's choked with this sand.
Don't give me a scare like that. You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
Miguelo is such a good person.
The ceremony will be starting soon. I best be hurrying.
Out of his own pocket, he just came over here and bribed the guards to open the gates to let all the people in.
Ron, wait. What is
Which,
it?
when I say it like that, doesn't sound like a good person thing, but really. He tries to help. I like him a lot. Y'all ever heard of shirts? Seriously, that guy's got a belt.
We will have order. I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western on... Your Excellency.
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire?
Back to Arcadia!
There was little point in asking. But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
Why do they applaud that? The summary of his speech was, keep hating me, just obey the Empire.
It is magnificent. Take this cathedral, for instance. Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
Your dead king that we killed wants you to make peace.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
I am Miguel, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future emperor, highness. The people of Rabanasta join me in welcoming
That's
you.
enough of highness. Though indeed I am our emperor's son, I am no prince. Arcadia's emperor is freely chosen by her people. I am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it, I would not have you address me as Lord Consul, for that matter.
No?
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanasta. Why don't you call me Vane?
I could not. That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've just the remedy for that. Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
How could he stand to bow to him like that?
Vaughn, you just do not get it, do you? He's not doing it because he wants to. You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
I don't know. Well... I'd do something.
That interaction encapsulates Vaughn's character
Vaughn.
and why I don't like him.
Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you? This place has changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanastre anymore. Like the Empire is swallowing it whole.
Hey, Penel, that fete tonight. You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Magello to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you, I'm going to take back what's ours. Give back to Dalmasca. Come on, what do you think? If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Oh, please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship. All hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
I buy you all dinner. Who all? Who all are you talking about, Vaughn? We know exactly 3 characters.
Maybe, but not through Miguel.
They, like, I hate that. But what I was gonna say, Vaughn's whole like frustration at seeing Miguello bow and scrape to Vane, and Penello bringing up, well, what would you do? You know, if he didn't do that, they'd, you know, shut down his shop or whatever. What would you do? And Vaughn's like, I don't know, just something. And it's that child like what's the word? Ignorance. And he's like, I would do something, but he doesn't know what. And he just kind of like rages uselessly. That so encapsulates his character because he never changes. He never grows up. Throughout the entire rest of the story, he just rages uselessly when things frustrate him. Wait, where is he? He's in here, yeah. Oh, he's right here. Vaughn doesn't... He doesn't think ahead. He doesn't really think about people other than himself. He pretends to. Or he thinks he does, I guess is a better way to put it. It's not like he's faking it. He thinks that he thinks about other people. But all of his motivations are very, like, focused on him fighting back against the Empire for the things they took from him. Him, you know, removing the Empire from Rabanastre because it's his city. He doesn't really think about other people. And it's annoying that he's the main character for that. Let's get that oaken pole. I don't think we need to keep the dagger, but I'm going to hold on to it for now anyway. Can you equip chromed leathers? No. Because I did need light armor, too. Okay. And, like, if he just changed and got better as a character, then I'd be okay with him being like this in the beginning, because this is... Tidus in Final Fantasy X is extremely selfish and self-centered in the beginning. The only thing he cares about is getting what he wants and getting home. But he changes. He becomes better. Vaughn doesn't. He's just kind of there. And as soon as you get Ash and Bosch into your party permanently, Vaughn just ceases to be a relevant character completely. No more characterization happens with him. None of the scenes that involve him are relevant to him. It's like he's there for comic relief, except he's not funny. You can change license boards here? The game was like, that's totally permanent. You can never change your license board. Be very careful which one you pick. You can't change it. You can totally just come to Mont Blanc and change it. Okay. Well, I have written down all the license boards that I'm giving to the characters. A while ago when I was playing this before, and only got 2 hours in before losing interest, I'm very professional. I figured out which classes I felt fit the characters and their stats pretty well, from what I could find online, while still having at least one, well, exactly one person having each class. That's the right way to put it. I have at least one of each class on my characters. I have exactly one of each class because that's how many. There are 6 characters and 12 classes. Each character can have 2 classes, so it's exactly. I'm just tempted to say at least because that sounds better. I always felt like I was going to get stuff stolen from me in Lowtown when I first played this game. I didn't want to spend long here because I always expected an NPC to walk past me and then suddenly I'm, 1,000 gil horror. Yeah, that's Dallin's place.
If it isn't Von Ratsbane. Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
They'll get what's coming to them someday, believe me. But that's not why I'm here.
Do tell.
I want to know how to sneak into the palace. They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
So, our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you. Now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace vaults, a door, and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Dallin. So, where's this, magic stone?
I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
Like that. So, I need a magic stone, right? Where could I find one? Oh, it's in my pocket. And we shall save. Look at all that money. We need 2 more license points before we can equip the better armor. Oh, is the Map Moogle here? No. Okay. But Gertie is. Hello, Gertie. Yeah, there's really only like 2 places in the game where I think it's actually worth it to use a chocobo. For the most part, I don't think it's worth bothering with. I mean, it would let you get through an area fast, so you don't have to fight the enemies, but I like fighting the enemies. Make sure to pull out your two-handed pole to steal from an enemy. Ooh, I am not hitting as hard with this as I was with the dagger. But I think I'm attacking faster, and this is a much higher chance to combo, I think. Well, not much higher, but I think it does have a higher chance. Still, I might have downgraded myself. It also could just be that these enemies are tougher, and thus taking less damage. Pretty good combo. Not much point in fighting the rabbits until I have magic. They just run away from you, and they run faster than you can. So you chase them all over the place. They end up aggroing other enemies. It's just not worth it. But you can one-shot them with a fire spell. Of course, I selected Monk first, so I will not be getting a fire spell for a very long time. But you have to solo with Vaughn for a lot of the beginning, and I wanted him to be tankier than if he were a black mage. Oh god, the camera does not like that tree. I think the pole gives you a higher chance to dodge as well than the dagger. Because with daggers you can use a shield, whereas poles are two-handed. So to kind of balance it a bit, they give you a bit more evasion on the pole. I am, of course, not dodging very much, but anytime I like block with the pole, that's the bonus evasion helping out. Does it just not let you go here? Oh, it does, okay. I just hadn't gone far enough to uncover the line. Nice. You're the cartography Moogle. Give me a map. I really like that you can buy maps, but you can still also see whether you've explored that area or not. I think that's a really good design. Oh, she sells all the weapons too. Okay. Do we get to choose Penello's class? If so, I'm probably gonna want to get her. Oh, she doesn't. This one doesn't sell a staff or anything. She doesn't sell all the weapons. Go off on that. I do want a bangle, but we'll probably get one. She sells Libra. Take it. Cockatrices, but friendly ones. With Cockney accents. You eventually get an item that lets you talk to them, and the cockatrices have Cockney accents, and I think that's hilarious. Isn't Penello here somewhere? Oh, right, I think I have to talk to this person first, and then Penello shows up. There she is. Wait, nope. But she will be here in this cutscene. There she is.
Penello? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer is pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So, then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
That doesn't make sense, though. Miguelo's busy with preparations. Wouldn't she need to stay and watch the shop? Or is she implying that he closed the shop? Hey, we do get to choose her class. She is going to be White Mage. There's rods. Okay, so we need a Orchia armlet. Let's get her rods, even though I can't buy one yet. Let's get her that for bangle. And we can't get anything else. What is she wearing? Oh, dagger. Yeah, they give her light armor, or mystic armor is what it's called, because what Vaughn has is light armor. They give her mystic armor just to kind of hint to you that, yeah, no, she's a mage character. You want to give her magic. I don't need to save already. Hey! We now have access to toggling gambits on and off, but we cannot actually customize them yet. That's fine. Can Penello steal? No, she can't. Right. Not everyone can steal in this game anymore. Penello has so little HP. Meanwhile, Vaughn's just like, yeah, I'll just keep stealing. Okay, I do want to go up here first. I like exploring the whole map, even though I don't need to. Also, I feel that the music of Giza Plains fits so much better when this place gets flooded. It sounds like rain music to me. The flute going on sounds just like it's really fitting for like raindrops to me. Aren't you supposed to be asleep, Mr. Slavin? Not what I meant to do. Damn, Penelo. Going to town. I don't want Penelo tanking this guy while I try and steal. So I turned her gambits off so she wouldn't attack. I feel like the dagger was just straight up better than the pole. I still like using the pole, but yeah, Penelo's doing way more damage than Vaughn. Oh, it didn't run away. Rip Runny Babbitt. Also, for those that don't know, the treasure in this game respawns. Most of it does. There are a few select treasure chests that don't, but most of it respawns. And most of it is consumable junk. Potions and antidotes and stuff. Jesus, Penelo. She has taken no shit today. For crying out loud! Penelo, chill! I mean, I appreciate the damage, but Jesus. I'm not getting the chance to steal. She only cures for about 100. So I should cure when Vaughn's at higher health than he was. No, don't cast Protect. It makes you much harder to kill. Oh wait, but I think my staff will ignore it? Yeah, I still do full damage with the staff. Because the staff does magic damage. Oh wait, no, never mind. I think I'm getting it mixed up with a different weapon. The staff uses my magic attack power, but I think still does physical damage. Snake skin, nice. Two snake skins. Come on, Vaughn. Get it together, buddy. Not going to try to steal from these guys. 3 at once is a lot. And one of them's an alpha. I hate the Urstrix, the tall bird like this, the humanoid bird AI. Where if you're ever in an area where one of these exists, it knows where you are and walks towards you. It doesn't technically aggro until it gets close enough, but it knows where you are and walks towards you until it gets too far away from its normal pathing spot and leashes back. But like, that's so annoying. I don't understand why they're programmed that way. Not gonna bother fighting you guys. Oops. So that guy over there, walking around, he is like the dinosaur in that he is very high above my level and will super one-shot me if I get, if I aggro him. The difference being he is hostile to start with. Oh, and there's two of them. Those guys will kill you dead. They're there to prevent you from going through to another area that's very high level. Even higher level than they are, honestly. You could run past them, but I think it's actually blocked right now. Also, I like the design of these horses. Their mouths are creepy, but I like the armor. Hey, Pinello, heal Vaughn up. Hey, Pinello, heal Pinello up. How long until you level up? 20. Okay. Let's get a max HP increase. Pinello, we can't really get you anything. I think we'll want battle lore. Make her a little bit stronger. Let's save. This is pretty much exactly where my other save file was. You can see why I overwrote it. But I think there was a mix of things going on at the time when I was trying to play this before. I wasn't paying attention. Did I successfully steal? I'm not going to. There it is. A potion. There's actually, I believe, a shield you can get from the treasure chests here and in the Ester Sand, but I can't use a shield on either of my characters right now, so it's useless to me. And I believe the let's see, Vaughn I'll never have a use for a shield for. I believe Pinello, for second class, she might use a shield. But really, I think it's just Fran that I'm going to use a shield on. And Bosch, if I choose to have him tank. He's going to be Olhan and Foe Breaker, but I'm mostly going to be focusing on Olhan. with him. I forget when you get the ability to choose a second class. So I think by choosing Monk, I have unfortunately screwed myself out of black magic for quite a while. Is now level 4. Excellent. Can we go over there? Not really. Penelo now has more health than she heals. So she's not overhealing anytime she heals herself. She'll still be overhealing most of the time. Whoa. Are you normally there? I don't know if he's normally there. Oh, he aggroed. Oh, Penelo. Please cure yourself. Yeah. Slaven is clearly angry with her. Oh my god. Run, child, run. Okay. Whoops, we're still controlling Penelo. Oh my god, attack! This actually might kill Penelo. Yeah. This is why I wanted the Slaven to focus on Vaughn. Or they do a ton of damage and Penelo just does not have enough HP. Stop attacking her! She's too squishy. God damn it, Vaughn. Well. It didn't matter if I selected Steel again. Penelo was going to hit it faster. was gonna kill it, yeah. She's too strong, man. And I only made her stronger by increasing her physical attack damage. I can't remember. How do you want to get to Xterra? Oh, yes, thank you, game. Fantastic. I know exactly where to go. Okay. I think we get to it from Rabanastre. Dexterra is in the Wester Sand, and there's an entrance to the Wester Sand here in the plains. But I think the way to get to where Dexterra is from Rabanastre. But I could be wrong. I'm gonna go shopping. Yeah. See about getting some armor. And see if I can buy a rod for now. Well, it doesn't matter. She can keep the dagger for now. $23 Firestones. Now we'll go to the West Gate. Also, Miguela's shop is definitely still open. So, like, it really doesn't make sense that Penelo would say Miguela's busy, so I'm free. She watches the shop for Miguelo. Is that kites? No. No, okay, yeah, Wester Sand. This is the way. I like the music of this place. And yeah, this was the right entrance.
Yeah.
If I remember right, you want to try and build up a battle chain. Just to... Oh no, because I don't think the boss can drop loot. This is just a good place to build up a battle chain, because wolves are the only enemies here.
Yeah.
I do wish Pinello could steal, though, because that would be 2 chances to steal. And she would stop taking aggro by attacking. Oh no, that was a successful steal. Wait, I don't see Thextera on the map. Isn't it right here? Oh no, it's over there. Vaughn with the kill steal. Yeah, that giant wolf is what we're here to hunt. But I want to try and build up a chain. Can we aggro this wolf without aggroing Thextera? Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping the other wolves would respawn. As long as we're going to be running around this much. Go ahead and cast your cures, Pinello. No respawns at all? Thought for sure there'd be at least... Oh, there's one, finally. Nine chain. We should get a loot bonus soon. Let's increase your physical attack damage, Vaughn. Nello. Nothing worth giving you right now. Pointy hat? It is an improvement, but I don't think she can wear it yet. Oh no, did I get Mystic Armor too? I don't know. I did not. Give her a pointy hat. Oh, there's a treasure chest here. Also, if you haven't noticed, the treasure chests look weird in this game. And the whole reason they do is because they wanted mimics to be these, like, bug-like creatures. But of course, it's a mimic. It still has to look like a treasure chest. So they just made the treasure chest look like the mimics. Well, you're not wrong, it's Star Wars Edition. Yeah. Oh my god, steel, Vaughn. Also, 11 chain and no loot improvement. I'm doing alright, how about you? Got back into PSO2 this week, having a blast. Nice. Waiting for the new Genesis thing. Is that an expansion? Yes, no, both, neither. I think I might just go fight Dexterra. Tired of trying to build up this chain. Separate game with a completely new engine, but linked to the original? Interesting. No, big doggo aggroed. Kill little doggo first. New Genesis itself will be a very much different game. Penelo, go ahead and cure yourself. Might as well be PSO3, but for some reason they're still calling it PSO2. I wonder if they're worried that people aren't going to like it, and they want to save PSO3, the name PSO3, for a game that they're more confident will be popular. Rip doggo. Don't think people... Well, not PSO2, the new Genesis thing. People may not like it if they're trying something different. Yeah, like they may be trying something different and they're worried the gamble won't pay off. Anyway, hunt complete. We are gonna go back to Gatsley. Not Ghastly, as I always think his name is. Let's save. They switched PSO2's combat, put in open world. That was update, like 20% of combat changed. This way. Gatsley, where are you? Well, I know where he is. Just takes so long to get here. Did you leave a cup on the floor? Gatsley. I already have a headgear. Oh no, that's head guard. It is an upgrade. Anyhow, where's the FF12 speedrun? Not happening on my end. Final Fantasy speedruns take away a lot of the fun from the game for me. I've watched them, they're pretty cool. But a lot of them are very heavily reliant on cheese tactics for the combat. To make the fights inconsequential. Like the Final Fantasy IX speedrun is a few hours of trying your best to get what is it? Lucky number 7 or something, Zidane's ability. And it's an ability that Zidane has, and once you get it, he just does like a max damage every time he uses it after you get his health low enough. And then that's how you do all the combat for the entire rest of the game. You just one-shot everything with him. Well, not one-shot because of the damage cap, but you blast through the game like that. I walked right past you, sir. Damage caps are lame. Yeah, I like the way that Final Fantasy X handled damage caps, where you had an initial damage cap of 999, and then you eventually got items for your equipment that allowed you to break that damage cap up to 99,999. That was nice. 18,000. I'm not getting that anytime soon. It's useful to get early because it gives you improved loot, but I'm not grinding up 18,000 gil. Let me hit big numbers. Yeah. Don't put a cap. Yeah, I get that, but I mean, I get that they don't want people one-shotting the super bosses. They want there to be more of a challenge than grind it. So you see that? Yeah, that's a complaint I have about most Final Fantasy games is all status effect stuff is pointless because it doesn't work on most enemies. Most enemies are immune to sleep. Most enemies are immune to stop. Most enemies are immune to slow. Most enemies are immune to well, not a lot of enemies are immune to poison. Most bosses are. Not in this game, though. This game is pretty good about enemies are actually vulnerable to things. Not to, like, instant death attacks, but they're vulnerable to things like slow and poison. Yeah, bosses being immune to CC 90% of the time. Yeah, in Final Fantasy IX, there is no point in using sleep ever. Because most of the time, not only are the bosses immune, but most of the enemies are too. You have a 0.001% chance to kill anything that's not a trash mob. Did I succeed that steal? I did. Nice. No, not the Dark Crystal. You aren't watching a movie right now. I very much prefer it when games have, like, I don't really like insta-kill, but if you're going to have, like, a death spell, then I like it when games have it do just damage if it fails the insta-kill, or if the enemy's immune to insta-kill. Like, I think Final Fantasy XIII does that, and you can have Odin do that in 9 or 7, one of the two, where if Odin fails the insta-kill, he still does, like, wind damage. Yeah. Because if you give me an insta-kill attack that just has, like, a 90% chance of missing, I'm just never going to use it. I don't particularly enjoy insta-kills, and I don't want to gamble every fight spamming that spell. But if you have it do damage, then I'll probably use it and view the insta-kill as like just a random bonus that happens sometimes, and focus more on getting the damage out of it. I feel like Vaughn's doing even less damage. I think Monk might have not been the right choice early on. Goodbye. I don't really need to kill those hyenas. Penelo OP. Let's get the horsey. Important to note that while Penelo makes grinding easier, she slows it down significantly for no real value beyond making it easier. Because I believe her level updates. Yeah, because that's actually a thing in the chat, in the the minimum level percent speedrun. The version of Penelo that we get here, her level, when she first joins your party, her level's based on your level. Then she leaves the party later, and when you next get her in your party, the game again sets her level to match Vaughn's level. So I could level her all the way to level 50 right now. And if I keep Vaughn at level 5, then when she leaves the party and I get her back, I believe she resets to like level 5. She still keeps her license points at least. But her level doesn't really matter. So grinding here since she's taking half the XP, I'm leveling Vaughn slower than I would normally be. Oh, it's the hunter. Dang. He just annihilated the guy. Oh, he's buffing Pinello. That's nice. Thank you. Pinello actually could really use that. I feel like the Slaven is aware that Pinello has Protect on, so he's focusing on me this time. Or on Vaughn. Oh, there he goes. But he didn't get a single hit off on her. Honestly, though, even if that is the case, that its AI acknowledged that Pinello had Protect and avoided attacking her, it prevented her from getting wiped out like she did last time. Restricts before I get the Shade Stone. That's what you get for ignoring Pinello. $95%. I didn't think you could do it in only 2 stones. Maybe if the RNG is just right. Or maybe it caps you at 95% until you get to the 3rd stone. No, he did steal. I've got to pay more attention. Vanilla doesn't have Protect anymore, so the enemies aren't ignoring her. I'm actually going to go back through the village to get to the other stone. Oh, hyena respawned. Quick heal up. Just make sure that she attacks. Oh, nope, she killed it. Problem solved. Snake? There you are. I like the way that the snake, like, comes out of the grass when it spawns. That's cool. Oh, he woke up, damn it. Let's kill the hyenas just for fun. Five whole percent. Does it automatically teleport me back? Oh, it does. Dang it. I should have killed the horse first. Oh god, this run animation for this kid is terrible. Look at this. Oh my god, that's so bad. No human actually runs like that. I think we're done here. I could stay and finish up the clan primer for this area, but I don't really feel like doing that. I feel like that would be pretty grindy to watch too. A shield that I can't equip on any of my characters. Yeah. And you want to make sure Penelo does not have anything that you care to lose. In fact, I will go ahead and remove all. No, it doesn't matter. Optimizer, it's fine. No one's gonna need that gear anyway. But you want to make sure that you don't like give Penelo an accessory that you would like to keep. I believe once you go over here, Penelo's like, "Thanks for hanging out. Goodbye. Don't get in any trouble." Oh, maybe it's when you actually get in front of old Dallin's place.
Hey, Vaughn. It's been a long time since we did anything together. Too long. I had a really good time. Well, I should probably be getting back to the store. Actually, I was kinda supposed to be watching the place for Miguelo. And Vaughn, try to stay out of trouble. For me. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here. If something happened to you.
Because that's her entire character.
Okay?
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
There is nothing else to her character except wants to hang out, wants to be around Vaughn. Okay, but we're not actually going to do this yet, because I'm getting hungry. I need some food. So I'm going to end the stream. But yeah, like, they try and give Penelo some other, like, motivation, but they don't do anything with it. Because she befriends, what's his name? Lamont, whatever his actual name is. Vane's brother. She, like, befriends him, but nothing comes of it. It's a plot point. It happens as a plot point, but, like, for her character arc, she's still just obsessed with, like, I've got to be around Vaughn. But even that, like, they don't do any kind of, like, romance thing with it. Not that I would want them to be honest. I feel like these games have far too much unnecessary romance in them. But like, her entire personality is based around wanting to follow Vaughn around like a puppy. And it makes her a very flat and uninteresting character, especially because Vaughn is flat and uninteresting. They're a matched pair of pointless characters that didn't need to be in the game. But that is going to do it for the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be streaming tomorrow around my normal weekend time. Oh, sorry. Around my normal weekend time of like noon or 1. Probably more of this, because I've been having fun. But Monday, I will be working, unlike normal. And so my stream time on Monday is going to be back to 11 p.m. But I do have next Friday off. Till then, thanks for hanging out, and have a good night.